Dope needles down in our basement. People be hitting people in the head.
I don't think any other people in America could take this kind of stuff. I mean, drive anybody into being a revolutionary.
Right on.
What do you think about the police?
There ain't nothing but pigs, man. Like, they picked me up just because I wasn't in school and shit like that. So I said, man, what y'all gonna do with me?
Mm-hmm.
They said, I'm gonna take you to the pig pen. I said, no, you ain't. You gonna take me to my aunt, buddy.
The question, always comes when you live in a community that's oppressed and people are living like we have to live in the black community. How do you get a handle on all these problems? You solve them by trying to creating the citizens an awareness of a need for dramatic and drastic change in this community.
Washington's 3rd Police District. There is contrast here. From Embassy Road to devastated 14th Street, a corridor of violence in the spring riots of 1968. An average week in this district will bring 40 robberies, 16 aggravated assaults, and a high incidence of rape, homicide, and arson. With drug abuse the source of at least half the crime, 80 addicts this year will die from overdose. By fall of 1968, a mayor's committee had chosen this site for a new opportunity. With high hope and more than $1 million, the plan was this: erode suspicion and fear among police and the people. Find ways of helping the police force to be part of the community again. But there were those in the 3rd District to whom the experiment was dangerously flawed.
Okay. The overall goal of the project is to try to get at what we recognize is now a pervasive distrust between the citizens and the police. Now, when you talk about control, it falls short of a total citizen control of the precinct. And there was never any provision in the grant or in the plan for that sort of control. That's absolute control. Is that clear?
We in the black community see the police as enemies. And I remind everybody here that I may very well be shot as I walk out of that door if I happen to anger some white policeman. I'm very much aware of that, and every black person is. And therefore we want to control those individuals.
Marion, everybody and his mother knows that the police is the #1 problem in America. And if you all don't want to deal with that, that's your problem. But at least let me have a say-so and whether or not it's the kind of thing I want. And I don't think a lot of us understand that. Maybe we're happy that the mayor asked us to come here. I'm not. No big thing for me. I've been on more important committees than this. So I'm saying that my issue is how do you get the committee to use its power? Now, I'm not concerned about what happens to Marion Barry because when I go out here, more than likely, I can deal with the police, more than likely. But I'm talking about what do we do for the 600,000 black people out here who do have a problem with the police. So we just have to try to figure out a way, to make sure when you get as old as I am, or even before that, that you don't have to live in those kind of conditions where you don't have to see the drug addicts and the dope. So I think that's what we're talking about. Talking about how do you take a dude like this and make sure that he grows up to be a man, that he can stand tall, he can get the kind of advantages and opportunities that other people get. So that means we got to do something about trying to get some kind of control over our communities, right? So we can have something to say. How you doing, sister? About what's happening in our community, right? And I think we can do that. Don't you think so?
Right on.